North. We are going to Game 7. The Dodgers hold on. Yoshinobu! Let's talk ball. Give me that ball, kid. Tyler Glasnow.
Miggy Rowe. Manos, Poppy, Manos.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented by SeatGeek. Use code JMPlayoffs for 10% off your playoff tickets, and our special playoff editions of Talkin Baseball are all presented by T-Mobile. Whether you stream, look at stats, maybe it's Halloween and you were mobile, watching the game for a little bit, T-Mobile, the best network. Head on over to T-Mobile.com/network. I am Jake Storielli. That is Guy Fieri. Rob Sirocco's producing. Dalt's in the lab. Everyone is on edge. What a wild ending to Game 6. Trevor Plouffe, former Twins third baseman, how are you?
I'm not on edge. I am H'd up. Triple D. Call me Triple H right now. We got a Game 7
That's
pop.
taken.
And you know what, man? That was... You call some other games an all-timer, the 18 an all-timer. That was a great game. This series has been everything you could ask for on both sides, man. I don't care if you're a Dodger fan. I don't care if you're a Blue Jays fan. I don't care if you're just a casual watching this with no team in it. This has been excellent ball, and we get a Game 7 tomorrow in Toronto. Does anybody want to hop in my red Camaro and go try some food out?
Trev, you and me, we're going to look back at this episode in a few days, a few weeks, a few years, and laugh as you're dressed up as Guy Fieri, both of our kind of one of our religious figures in our lives.
Yes.
We respect what that man has done and built from top down. I am currently dressed as the Phillies Karen, which I'll probably forget existed in a couple months. But we look like a couple that if you saw at a Florida bar, you would stay away from.
Stay
your loved ones close.
away.
And we are so happy to do it with all of you and do it with all of you. I think we just got to get in the game. I'll be honest, I was so excited. I'm just freestyling this burn because we got so much to talk about. The end was insane. It's Halloween.
Jake, you have no idea what was happening tonight for me. I'm being serious. We'll talk afterwards. It was this. I'm living a simulation, Pop. I am.
We'll end the show with that. Let's talk some ball first. It's Game 6 in the 6. In Goss we trust. Kevin Gossman trying to bring a World Series to Toronto. Don't say that, second T. But if we're talking high T, how about Yoshinobu Yamamoto and the Dodgers trying to bring it to Game 7? Top 3, Will Smith gets jiggy with the RBI double. It's 1-0 Dodgers. And then Mookie places a winning bet. It's about time. The Mook man. Ohtani and Smith score. It is 3-0. But Toronto answers back. Bottom of that same third inning, Springer with his oblique hurting him gets the RBI single. It is 3-1. It would stay that way. Gossman, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Yamamoto, 6 innings, 1 earned run, which the Dodgers kind of need more than that. Robleski rolls the dice for an inning. Sasaki gets it done in the 8th. Tyler Glasnow is in. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. He gets Ernie with a Clement mixer. And then the double play. It's obviously Kike to Miggy Rowe on this team of Dodgers superstars. They get it done. It is Yamamoto, Robleski, Sasaki, Glasnow. Final score, Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1.
I mean, so much happened that we're going to get into. I'm already losing my voice. I'm so fired up. Great burn, as usual, Phillies Karen. Come to Flavortown where I have the standings. The Dodgers 3-3. The Toronto Blue Jays 3-3. We are getting earmuffs a fucking game 7, Jake.
I was so close to giving away the standings. I almost did it. But I didn't. And I'm proud of me. And I'm proud.
Karen, you're learning. You're learning.
Proud I got this ball from that kid. Trev, I mean, one for the books, man. Halloween, Toronto, everything on the line. And Trev, you should have listened to those angry Dodger fans in your Twitter mentions. This team's never had a chance.
I can't stand. I came to the conclusion. I'm starting there. I am starting there.
Go get him.
Because listen. I already have to deal with this with Yankee fans who haven't won anything since when? 2009.
That's good. A little shrapnel flying early.
Listen, I have to deal with you guys all the time. Talk about we stink. I'm like, you guys win the division all the time. Like, I'm a Twins fan. Me and Chris are like, he's a Guardians fan. Dodgers. You telling me that this team has stunk all year, and if you haven't watched them, you would have known that? I'm like, you're already in Game 6 of the World Series. You won your division. You won 93 games. Now you're in Game 7. I don't want to hear it. How many people are in other fan bases right now who would do a lot of nasty things, Jake, to be in this position? So stop. Enjoy what's happening. Please, you're in Game 7 of the World Series, and don't ever talk to me like that again on the internet. Let's get into the game.
What's one nasty thing you do for a Twins World Series? Just top of your head.
God. I'd take Philly Karen behind the dumpster.
Straight to flavor.
That town. Probably shouldn't have said that.
That's not on brand for you, and I
not
fucking
said
love
that.
it. Cover your ears. Cover your ears, kids. Let's talk about the baseball game, per se. Top 1, Kevin Gossman, with a country on his shoulders, faces Shohei Ohtani, the best person to ever play baseball, Will Smith, the best catcher in the National League to play baseball, and Freddie Freeman, a guy who's been the best hitter, arguably, for the past 6-7 years. He strikes out the side, Trev. A little, hey, how are you, off the mound. The Rogers Center is going nuts. And it's like, maybe this is it. Like, the momentum's rolling. They've won the 2 last games out of the 18-inning affair that you and me were at and you and me are having. That, I don't know, man. It kind of felt like it was a Toronto night. And I know baseball doesn't work that way, but that's how it felt.
I need to apologize to Philly's Karen for that comment. I was going off a little bit right there.
Twins ring. I get it.
I'm a nice guy. Where are we starting? I don't know.
I would say
both these pitchers were absolutely filthy tonight. Okay, yes. Kevin Gossman with the splitter from hell. At times he looked like Tommy Kahnle, where he was just throwing the splitter. Everyone knew it was coming, and they couldn't hit it. And John Smoltz actually had some good insight, early on in the game. Snaps for John Smoltz. He was saying, why aren't the Dodgers scooting up in the box? Why aren't you moving your feet a little bit, catching that pitch a little further out, so it's a little further up, a little less depth? And that is a play that you can do. Now, they didn't do that. But again, you knew that pitch was coming for most of the night, and these guys are still, because of the arm action, and it comes out like a heater, Jake. It was filthy tonight. I think he did his job, and he pitched really, really nice. And Chris and I were talking about this morning, previewing this game, talking about Gossman and his free agent contract with the Blue Jays and how freaking good it's been. It's been one of the better free agent pitching contracts that we've seen in recent memory. Cy Young 9, Cy Young 3, I believe, in the first 2 years. Last year still made 30 starts with a sub-4 ERA. Like, this guy's a guy, and he pitched like it tonight. So I want to give him snaps. I know he might get lost in the sauce here a little bit as we go in, and the Dodgers won this game, but I think he did a really nice job.
He looked untouchable early. That's a part of this that made it feel like, wait, maybe this is like all the hype around Yamamoto and the back-to-back complete games and how special that is. Like, wait, Kevin Gossman has been a dude for Toronto for a long time, and the energy's rolling their way. That splitter was unhittable. Like, guys were trying to sit for it, and they couldn't. And it was funny. Sometimes it fell off the table. Sometimes it went left to right. And then on the other side, I mentioned the momentum. Yamamoto comes out. Lucas, the second hitter of the game, hits a chopper to Muncy, and he just whiffs at it. It goes under his glove, and you're like, oh boy, here comes Vladdy. He gets him to hit into a double play, which instantly erases that. And then you're like, okay, that's right. Yamamoto's here to fight. The boys are here. And it was so funny watching these two pitch, because Gossman's splitter is such a, he can use it as almost a backdoor changeup. He can use it in the dirt to strike you out. He can get in under your hands. Where Yamamoto's is almost the nastier one because it's 92.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there's no defense for it. Like, if that is in the zone, you're going to swing at it and you're going to swing over the top, but it's just that little late break you're defenseless.
53% tonight with the splitter for Gossman. He had 27 swings and 15 whiffs on that pitch, so 56% whiff rate. I mean, it was generating a ton of swings and misses. But you're right, yeah, they are two different sliders. Obviously, Yamamoto throws his harder, a little less depth, but tonight, again, he threw 6 pitches, only 4 of them over 10%. He was mixing and matching, doing his job. Both these guys gave, I thought, I don't know if we're going to get there yet. I guess we are, because I'm going to say it. I thought that Yamamoto kind of came out a little earlier than I thought. Only 96 pitches. Yeah. I thought they'd continue to push him. I didn't have Robleski in my pitching plans for the Dodgers, but you know what? Maybe I should have, because he looked good as well. But again, both these starters did what they needed to do, and we gave you a free win. 5+ innings, 5 or more Ks. Yamamoto goes 6 innings, 6 Ks.
Whoops. DraftKings bet the cycle 3 for 4. Dalt was mad it didn't go 4 for 4. I mean, that's where we're at, people. Just a little different. Yeah, we can't fully jump there yet, because the third inning is when the Dodgers end up scoring all their runs. Kike strikes out on kind of a questionable pitch, which I think it just gets more interesting as the inning goes, because this is when they put their big rally together. Tommy Edman jumps a heater. Miggy Rowe also strikes out on a questionable pitch. So it was one of those weird moments where it's like, okay, there's 2 outs that also, I don't know, if the ump had called it differently, maybe we'd be in a different situation, but we're not there. They intentionally walk Shohei, which, Trev, we had this conversation earlier on in the postseason between the Phillies and the Brewers, that kind of every time Shohei got walked, it led to damage, which ironically, up until that point, Shohei hadn't done damage, but he had also been, he's Shohei Ohtani. That Shohei's been intentionally walked 9 times this postseason. The next Dodger batter is 3 for 6, 500 with 3 walks and 4 RBI. So the Dodgers have made them pay in that situation, and that's what Will Smith does with the RBI double. Freddie Freeman walks, and then Mookie Betts, man, in a pressure-packed at bat, because that dude has been in a bad place. And you know, we talked about it a little bit on the show when we were at the 18-inning affair, which you and me are having. We talked deep that Mookie's in a place he's never been before, and that can do weird stuff to any human. For him to get a hit in that spot, I mean, won the game.
I want to go back one play. So, yeah, Edman double, Ohtani walk, Will Smith go ahead double. They never gave us an overhead of the base runners. Like, typically Shohei scores on that ball.
Right.
And I wanted a replay of it so badly to see why he didn't. Because I don't think, at first I was like, hey, Lucas got that ball in pretty quick, but it wasn't like some perfect play. It hit off the other wall, like that's good. He did a good job. But that was 2 outs right there. And I thought they would have sent Shohei. They ended up not doing that. And then Mookie, you're right. And that sequence was interesting to Mookie because Gausman throws a split. He throws a fastball up and kind of like jumps Mookie, and Mookie wasn't ready for that. Then he goes a split down. You could tell Mookie at that point with the fastball was sitting on a splitter. Then he throws a splitter down, and Mookie takes it. I'm like, okay, obviously Mookie's on the splitter. Throws another fastball, and then another fastball, and then another heater. 3 in a row to Mookie. And like, I don't care who you are, but especially if you're Mookie Betts, like you get 3 heaters in a row, you're going to hit it, dude. Like, and I thought if Gossman just went one more splitter there instead of that third heater just down, like he was going to get a swing and miss, but Mookie's all over that pitch, man. He ends up driving in the runs. I tweeted out, I said, hey, man, Mookie, like all you need is a knock like that and your confidence comes right back. And that could be a scary thing for the Blue Jays going into Game 7 is you just let that guy, and you didn't let him. He did it himself, but a big knock in a big situation. If he gets going, that's kind of what the doctor ordered for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Gossman's quotes after. I was shocked he threw another fastball. Like, he gets him swinging on the first one, which when I first saw the pitch, I was like, oh, nice pitch. And then they showed the replay, and I was like, I don't know. If Mookie's on, that's a pitch I'm not surprised if he turns on and deposits. I think the pitch of the at-bat, the pitch before that, the second fastball, Mookie fouls off, and it's a flail. Like, he's surviving. You're right. He's sitting splitter. And then I was shocked that Gossman went back to it, and Mookie turns on, and you see him show a little more emotion than he normally does. Because, man, some of those stats, he had left 24 runners on base before the 2-run single. Dodgers were 0 for 13 in 13 at-bats with the bases loaded before the 2-run single. So that was the symbolic monkey off the bat in a couple ways. And then something that you're in my front office when we take over the Rockies, Diamondbacks, whoever offers us the right opportunity, and we have demands. A punchback inning, that means more than another inning where you score. I know for some of you maybe that doesn't make sense. It just does. The Blue Jays come up in the bottom of the third. Bam Bam Barger, leadoff double. Ernie Clement somehow strikes out, glitch in the matrix. Jimenez grounds out, and here's George Springer. And Bam Bam Barger got beat on that pitch, but he kept it fair, and that's all that matters. George Springer comes up, and his first at-bat, man, he's swinging. He grabbed his side a couple times. He didn't look super comfortable. And then 3-0, cutter away on the outside corner. He drives to right center, and I don't know. I guess for anyone that's ever if you're still questioning why people swing 3-0, this turns out to be the only run. This turns out to be the only run that the Blue Jays score in this game.
If you don't swing 3-0 on my team at a fastball that's a strike, I release you. You're going down to AAA.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of our rules on our team.
Okay.
Like, we're hacking, coach. And you know what? Not a bad pitch by Yamamoto, and understanding that he understands that there's a chance that Springer is going to swing there 3-0. So he throws a little wrinkle in it, throws the cutter. But Springer just does a really nice job of staying with that, driving it to right center. Ballsy performance by him. You could tell he's hurt an intercostal strain. That's like, it's a little tendon, I believe, between your ribs. I've strained it before. Not fun.
No.
It's not as bad as an oblique, but it's very similar. Like, you're always moving your core and your ribs are there. So, happy for him that he's able to play and contribute tonight. But then things kind of got locked down after that, coach.
George Springer, third highest swing rate on 3-0 pitches in the regular season. League average is 9.9. He's 33.3 repeating, I'd assume. Basic math there. I don't know. Could be wrong. Fourth, Gossman, 9 pitches. Sure. Blue Jays strand Bichette. Gossman, 15 pitches. 2-out single from Ernie. 6th inning, and it's at this point of the game where we're tracking pitches.
Yeah.
And guys, you need to start tracking what events you're going to go to this offseason, and you're going to go to them with SeatGeek. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. The MLB playoffs are here, and there's one more game. We'll be live streaming tomorrow. We'll see you there. Otherwise, it's time to start looking into NFL, NHL, NBA, or concert seasons going on. Pilly, yep. Joe Bros. And with our partners at SeatGeek, you can now get 10% off any tickets with code JMPlayoffs. They're the #1 rated ticketing app. Pretty good, folks. So download the SeatGeek app now. Use code JMPlayoffs for 10% off. 10% off any tickets with promo code JMPlayoffs. So, Trev, this is where we're jumping to because you talked about Yamamoto getting pulled an inning early. Gossman's pitch count was getting up there. I think he sneaks out an extra inning that I don't know if we expected or not. Louis Varland gets into some deep counts. But so Yamamoto in this Dodgers bullpen, which is their most glaring weakness, one of the most glaring weaknesses I can picture on a baseball team ever. Okay, the pitch count's starting to get up there, and the Blue Jays get some action on in the sixth. All with 2 outs. Vladdy, 2-out double. Bo Bichette with a grinder of a walk. And then Dalton Varsho comes up, and that pitch count's in the low 90s, and you're like, if he hits a home run, the Blue Jays might win the fucking World Series. They might knock Yamamoto out of this game. To be honest, Yamamoto gets gross on him. The split comes back out of Varsho, who's kind of a 3 true outcomes guy, and I'm not knocking him for that. I mean, the rate numbers he put up this year, and that's a disgusting pitch. And look at Yamamoto peacock a little bit after a tough inning. But Trev, I was with you. I assumed Yamamoto was going to come out for one more inning, and then we got the notification in the room. He was at 96 pitches, which we saw Snell go to 116 the last game. 96 pitches. Out comes Robleski, which one of our more discussed names in the pen.
It's to face 2 righties, too. You get Barger sandwiched in there between Kirk and Clement, but he's got the stuff, and we've seen that now. 3 guys hiding at the end of the Dodgers pen. We've seen Klein, we've seen Enriquez, and we've seen Robleski. Like, these guys have the stuff to do it, but not, at least at the beginning of the postseason or even the beginning of the series, part of the A plan. But if you're pitching in today's game, you're part of the A plan. There's no way around it. So again, I had 5 guys going the rest of the series. I had Yamamoto, I had Ohtani, I had Sasaki, I had Glasnow, and maybe Snell.
Right.
Those are like the 5 guys that said everybody else don't even put your cleats on. Robleski kind of looks like a dude. Does he have a run in Game 7? I'm not sure, but he does his job there and bridges the gap to Sasaki, which was, phenomenal for them. We ended up getting in this game, and I guess I don't know if you want to jump to like the end of the game where
I think that I mean we're about there. I think Robleski's performance can't go overlooked, especially what ends up happening with Roki and his pitch count and trying to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing we have to talk about before that, Trev, and I'm Philly's Karen. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Trev, this is kind of during our regular season episodes, we're all over the place, even though we kind of go over the same stuff. But I always tell you when there's a guy whose contact doesn't pass the way they hit the ball and how far the ball goes, it just doesn't make sense to me. The top 2 for me have always been Shohei and Corbin Carroll. When those guys hit the ball and where you think the ball is going to land is shocking. And Shohei's double in the 8th inning of this game is the prime example. People weren't blowing smoke. They thought when this ball got hit, you're going to see if it's going to drop between the shortstop and the left fielder. It went to the wall, Trev.
I was watching this game with my guy Matthew Stafford, and he was saying, he was saying, man, Shohei, like when he's right, when he's been having these monumental games, he's been going the opposite way. Like he doesn't look like he's trying to do that at all lately. I agreed with him. And then we see this, and again, same like you just said. He's like, dude, I thought the shortstop was going to get called off by the left fielder right there, and instead, it's in the gap left center. Look at this. Like I've said it before. I don't really understand the physics of his swing. Like clearly, he's got it because the power is incredible, and he does not use Japanese maple, which I go to all the time, which is the hardest wood you can find. That's a Chandler bat. Those are made in Arizona. I don't get it, dude. Like the transfer of power from his body to the bat is just different.
If you had to guess, because we played this game for a little bit, because something has to be different, and it's not like pure swing speed. We have stats on that. My guess is shoulders. Like I think he has sneaky, more powerful shoulders than you'd guess. But I don't know. It could be hips. It could be obliques. It could be anything. But nobody else has it.
A couple things. First of all, he's very strong.
Oh,
Second of all, I think he has such precise hand-eye where I think he hits those balls very squarely.
okay. I like that.
Again, physics, not my like. I went to high school, guys.
You don't think people came to this show tonight for physics?
But also, coach, there are just some people that know how to use their body to manipulate their strength. We talk about all the time the guys that just all they can do is do this, and they have big muscles. But you put them out anywhere, and in a life or death situation, they can't get it done. They can't because they can't move their bodies the right way. They're not athletes. Shohei's strong, but in the right way. Like he's able to function, has the functional movements.
Okay.
Maybe because he gets so much sleep. I don't know, coach.
Okay.
He does something different.
I like it. Yeah, I think that was the only thing I really had to mention that really before the ninth inning. I guess this is slightly decision based. Well, no, Roki comes in for the eighth, which okay.
Yep.
You know, we've talked about this before. Yamamoto to Sasaki is kind of the plan. So he comes in for the eighth. It's literally the top of the lineup. So again, Robleski doing his job and ending up on Jimenez lines this up almost perfectly for Dave Roberts. But George Springer with a leadoff single, which like put this into our bucket of making contact matters. Squeaks it down the line past Freddie.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, dude, and that pitch is insane. Like the fact he was able to get anything on that is nuts. And now you have the leadoff runner on in the eighth inning with a chance to go to the World Series. He gets Lucas to fly out. Vladdy comes up, walks, could have been punched.
Yeah.
Could have been punched. He doesn't, and Vladdy fights, and the ump was good, but some of the borderlines could go either way tonight. It just was what it was. That you've got two on. Now, a potential... Okay, please, sorry.
No, keep going.
I'm H'd up. I mean, I'm Karen. I'm John Smoltz.
I thought
is
I was.
calling the game.
We're not there yet to what I want to say.
Okay. Bo Bichette comes up, which, man, Joe Davis and Smoltz are building up the scene because if Bo Bichette goes Yabo, he just hit the game-winning homer of the World Series. God, I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. For a second, I was Karen again, thinking about John Smoltz. I think that's kind of her kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Philly's
Karen and John Small. I mean, Philly's Karen would. Yes.
Philly's Karen has paddled the pink canoe to John Smoltz, if you know what I'm saying.
She's got pineapples on her door for John Smoltz.
Bo Bichette pops out. Gets got there, and then it's Dalton Varsho again in a big spot, and he grounds out to the end of the inning.
Is that okay? Because a lot happened. Is that the Miggy Rowe bare hand play?
Ooh, the Barger chop. When is that?
When was that? Because I think we need to give snaps for that.
That was the 7th. So no, I'm with you on giving snaps for that. We missed that.
Okay, that was
a non-easy play that Miggy Rowe made.
Okay, yeah,
easy.
that was bottom 7 for the second out. Okay.
That, by the way, Trev, we've been yucking a lot of ball. I've been pushing the Miggy Rowe button, and I know we haven't fully gotten there, but Miggy Rowe tonight
did what he was supposed to do. Play your game, Miggy. He played his game.
He played his game, and a couple of the other guys that were in didn't. There's the chopper. Barger running. He made that look easy. So the side story here that's going on, so even though Sasaki gets out of it, the pitch count is getting up there that you're like, what are they going to do? Because you're trying to play for, you want to play for tomorrow, but you have no tomorrow if you don't play for today. So Bassett snaps, looks disgusting again.
Bassett's been the best pitcher in the postseason.
I guess I was a little surprised when he first came out, just because I was like, do you want to show them Bassett if you're down and there's a good chance you're playing tomorrow? But tomorrow it doesn't matter. Like you're just doing it. That you want to keep it a 2-run game. Strikes out Muncy, Kike, and gets Edman out. Roki comes back out. Pitch count starting to climb. 0-2 to Kirky. Hits him with a pitch. And, man, if you've watched enough baseball, you're just everything's starting to spin. Like, we talked about it on our live stream. Shelfie laid it out. He's like, this is one of those you start looking around to remember where you are because one swing of the bat could be baseball history forever.
This is what I wanted to get to. Yeah, they started talking about that. Joe Carter, one swing. At this point, it was still 3-1, or it was 3-1. So not one swing of the bat. That's tie game, but another guy gets on.
Right.
And then it becomes, real talk. One swing in the bat, and you're popping champagne. You're the king of the world. But we're not there yet. So Kirk gets on. Straw replaces him as a pinch runner, and here comes Barger. What does Barger do? Hammers this pitch. Heater away, and it gets stuck in the wall. Huge play for the Dodgers. I wasn't sure how they were going to call that because typically, like, you go around and you know the fields where like a situation like that can arise. This is not one of those fields.
Right.
You don't go around saying, hey, the bottom of this wall gets stuck. Like, there's nothing there for it to get stuck in. This was a 1 in a million play. Like, this is not supposed to happen. There's no crevice there. It just hit at the perfect angle. That's what she said. That's what Karen said. Right there. And when he threw the hands up, I was like, don't do that. What are you doing? They're going to keep running the bases. I actually didn't think they were going to call lodged ball, runners go second and third.
Oh, okay.
Barger went all the way around. I thought they were going to call tie game. I did.
I'm in the opposite boat. I think the rule is kind of soft, and we might be able to get rid of it. Like, I think that rule was originally invented when we had some fences that shouldn't be involved in Major League Baseball games. Like, because everyone watching that is like, you can grab that ball.
Easily grab the ball.
But from every baseball game I've ever watched in my life, if a ball is lodged like that, they call it stuck. And as long as you put your hands up, like,
yes.
In every game I've ever seen, if you're the outfielder and you go get that ball instead of putting your hands up, that's the mistake.
Well, how about Dean? He just got put in the game.
Yeah.
And to throw the hands up like that, I know it seems like kind of minuscule and doesn't in the grand scheme of things, that's a huge play, because if he does go in there, all of a sudden, runs already scored. We got I don't know. It just changes everything.
Dude, if they called that an inside the park homer.
I thought they were, because Jake, again, like, this isn't a field where like that's supposed to happen.
Right.
So that was insane. Out goes Sasaki.
Yeah.
In comes Game 7 starter, who had been in the pen, Tyler Glasnow. Second and third, Ernie Clement, greatest hitter we've ever seen, is up. And of course he swings at the first pitch because that's what he does. Not a good pitch to swing at. And we get the pop-up to Freddie Freeman. 1 out.
Iconic shot of Ernie Clement before he came up to the plate. He's on one knee, like looking like a young Aaron Boone. And you're just like, is he about to do it?
Is he about to win the World Series? Ernie Clement walk-off would have fed families in Toronto for years to come.
I get first pitch swinging. You're trying to find something. They might make a mistake. Glasnow doesn't pitch out of the bullpen a lot. Like, what if he just leaves a heater middle? That could be the best pitch you get. But man, that ends up in a tough spot, and it's a Dodgers dream from that moment on. It was a Dodgers dream that they.
It's still not, Jake. It's second and third, 1 out.
So you're right, but for the first out,
great, yes, as good as it can get, right there.
Nightmare to dream.
Yeah.
Like because everything you just said, Glasnow could still start tomorrow because he ends up throwing 3 pitches.
Andres Jimenez swings at a 1-0 sinker away, breaks his bat, I believe. Kike comes running in like a bat out of hell, throws it. Miggy Rowe with the pick of all picks, keeps his foot on the base, and we are going to Game 7. Miggy Rowe does his job. Defensive play. Picks that. If he doesn't pick that, that's, again, game still goes on, obviously. A run scores. I'll give great play by Kike. Great play by Miggy Rowe. Base running. Owie by Bam Bam.
So yeah, I guess let's get the bad out of the way for our friends from the Great North. Will Smith. I mean, wow. Yeah, they had. It was funny. They had all the camera angles on all the players just in case like a walk off got hit, and instead it was the reactions to this play, which was awesome. Let's do the bad. Barger is on second, and let's get in his head, people. Barger thinks I need to score the game-tying one run in a World Series game. He sees Jimenez flick one out there, and it looks like it's got a chance. And so we looked at the high home replay of it, and he's halfway. Like, he gets a secondary, but where Kike ends up catching that ball is so shallow that he's a dead duck. And I guess he might have been a step past halfway, which, again, you're starting to get tough in a big moment like this that you have to fault him, but my soul doesn't fully fault him.
Couple things. I'm thinking, does Schneider ever think about pinch running after the double anyway? 56th percentile in sprint speed. So, like, he's not like a burner, but also not like someone that's a super clogger of the bases.
So they use straw for Kirk.
Straw. Yeah.
So it would have been like IKF maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there is a world where that does happen. But not in this one. It's a different world, Jake.
Simulation.
And for him, I mean, listen, it's 1 out. If that ball falls in front of Kike, he's already running in. Like, the chances of you scoring on it like aren't great. So hold up, you're still on second base, or if you're out there and you can advance to third and be, first and third with 1 out down a run, that's pretty good. It was not a good base running play, Jake. I know the situation. Emotions got the best of him. He wants to score the tying run. Sees the bat break. He thinks it might fall in. He probably didn't know exactly where Kike was, if we're being honest. Which is
that's
you
fair.
got you got to know right away. That's like rule number 1 to get on second base. I gotta go like this. I gotta point my guys out. I gotta know where they're at. That's just what you got to do, and it ends up costing them game 6. Doesn't cost him game 6, but it ends game 6 of the World Series. And now we are headed for, I mean, it's what we all wanted. A 7-game set in Toronto. 2 teams doing it. I love it. I love it, Jake. I am fired up.
So I wanna do some more Dodger snaps on that last play. And it's the 2 guys, you and me, the catcher and the thrower. Kike is playing left field, which, again, I've done this on a lot of episodes. This Dodgers team that we're talking about, a super team, and, are they going to break baseball? And they're talking about it. They're laughing about it in their... Kike Hernandez is their starting left fielder, a guy that's played all over the field, a guy that's teams have been happy to let him go. Like the Baseball Reference has a lot of years that don't jump off the page, but he's this postseason hero who also can play any position at a high level. We've seen him move to center. The Red Sox had him as their shortstop for a while. And now the Dodgers shortstop is an ex-Red Sox, by the way. Kike, if they need him at any position to make the right play, he's there. Miguel Rojas, who makes one of the best picks I've ever seen. And maybe we get a little too big about moments in the moment.
Baba, pull that up. I want Jake's talking about it. I want to see that again because I want to see his footwork hanging on to the base.
His glove is facing down, and he basically picks it behind himself. And how many of your guys' favorite teams, when Miggy Rojas came over, that's Manos.
Born with those, coach.
You either have those or you do not.
So, I'm thinking, can he switch the feet, go right foot on, take a more back angle long hop? I think it's just too fast for that to happen. So he sticks with a left leg there, barely gives himself clearance to catch that thing, and literally relies on the millions of balls he's fielded in his life. That's what he relies on right there. I'm going to do it. Hand-eye, got it.
Trev, I'll tell the people. And
coach.
This this shocked me. I think I put this together the year Brandon Crawford went nuts for the Giants in 2021. There aren't a lot of old shortstops.
No.
Your body starts to give out, and it is one of the hardest. Playing shortstop and playing quarterback are probably the two hardest things to do in sports at a high level. And Miggy Rowe still does it at age 36. And, hey, if Miggy Rowe signed with your team in 2023 as a 34-year-old where shortstops don't stick at the position, and he hit 236, 290, a 322 slug, would your team have kept him around? I don't know. But the Dodgers have for 2 more years, and they bring Kike back. And there's something to be said about that organizationally that Miggy Rojas will do whatever you need, man. You need him to play any infield spot. You need him to come in and take a pinch hit bunt and basically get out of the way from it, hitting his body and get it down. You need him to start in Game 6 of the World Series. He did that. Kike did that. And that is part of the Dodgers organization that, yes, they have a ton of money and they signed a bunch of guys. They also have something else in their recipe that other teams are missing that those two guys embody. Am I young Chris Rose?
I mean, you crushed it right there. I mean, I think both teams have guys like that. That's why I like these rosters, man. Like, you heard Schneider talk about the Blue Jays going out and getting IKF because they wanted the grinder type guy. I mean, that is their Miggy Rowe. This is why the postseason is awesome. We see guys kind of show up in big moments, guys with slow heartbeats, guys that, were born with hands like that. Like, this is when those times where we put everything under a microscope, this is when they get their time to shine. And I don't know if we're going to be talking about that Miggy Rowe pick after Game 7, but I promise you this, we should be. That was phenomenal, man. That is such, I'll give you this. He probably only picks that half the time, 5 out of 10. The other 5 times he knocks it down. But to hold on to that with his foot on the base, that's a low percentage play that he made to force a Game 7 in the World Series.
Right. That's one of those, these AI videos are getting wild. One of my buddies is getting good at them, and like he's really messing with our cats in the group chat. But like, there's going to be a day when you can simulate every MLB second baseman like doing that play, and a lot of them, that ball might be rolling into right field or down the first base line, and a run scores, and who knows what else happens.
Well, George Springer comes up at least.
Oh, the guy with the 3rd most postseason home runs. An amazing way to end the game. Do we jump to the next? I have some stats from this game.
Get the stats out. Let's jump to Game 7 because I just read, because I've been on the sticks this whole time, that Max Scherzer is starting Game 7.
Oh, the H levels are rising. Flavor Town. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is the 6th pitcher to have a 3-start stretch in a postseason with 24 innings pitched and no more than 3 runs allowed in the wild card era. John Smoltz, hello, friend. Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson, same goddamn postseason. Who'd they play against? Cliff Lee, Justin Verlander. That's from the J. Hay Kid. Shout out for him. Let's see what else.
Shout out J. Hay Kid.
Yeah, he's good. He's good with the stats. I like him a lot. Blue Jays 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position and 8 left on base. Yep. Let's see. What else do I got? Louis Varland's 14th appearance in the postseason. That's tied for the most in a single postseason with Brandon Morrow and Trev's Paul Assenmacher.
Don't say that's my guy.
It's a family name. Tonight is the first game-ending double play in a World Series Game 6 or Game 7 since Curt Flood in Game 6 of the 64 World Series.
We're not at MLB PA versus MLB yet, okay? Just relax.
Yes. That's another Jay Hay, so I want to give him credit. And Trev, I think the last person I want to shout out before we get to tomorrow, because he's a big part of tomorrow, our Best Western Road Warrior, brought to you by Best Western Hotel and Resorts. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com. Tyler Glasnow.
Oh!
Trev, think about all the excuses we give starting pitchers sometimes. He came in the bullpen, 0 outs, the tying run of the World Series on second base when he's supposed to pitch tomorrow. 3 pitches, 3 outs.
Oh my God.
First time pitching in relief since 2018. We didn't know each other. Were you happier?
July 26, 2018 was the summer I took off, coach.
Your first summer.
I didn't do anything.
I'm going to do a players documentary one day that's called Their First Summer.
That's not true, actually. I think I was still playing
I think you were
ball.
still playing, dude. I think that's
okay, I was still playing.
2018, I think, is
the summer of 2019 I took off. July 26, 2018, I might have been in the big leagues.
okay.
I think I was with the Phillies and I was about to get sent down at the trade deadline.
When you homered off of Kike?
I mean,
this is full circle.
I was living in
Dalt's on it. Dalt's tapping him. He needs it.
July 26. I feel like I did something big that day.
July 26, 2018 was Trevor Plouffe's last game in the big leagues.
I struck out against Cincinnati, didn't I?
Damn, yeah. You darn tootin' you did.
I knew I was done at that point. This guy was throwing fucking meatballs, and I just struck out.
I am such a weird mix of sad and H, and it's just confusing right now.
Yeah.
Glasnow is the first pitcher in postseason history to record a save in at least an inning pitch on 3 or fewer pitches. That's from Jay Kuda. Just insane. His first career save. Game 6 of the World Series. Thank you to Best Western. Thank you for Tyler Glasnow. And just a nice guy. Just a nice guy. Trev, there's going to be a Game 7 tomorrow. One team will win the World Series. One team is going to be horribly sad and regret every moment we've talked about for the last week or so. Max Scherzer is going to start on the bump for Toronto. The Dodgers have not announced yet.
You know who's starting for the Dodgers.
Why are you even the bad man?
It's Ohtani. He has to. You have to start Ohtani. If he's part of the pitching mix, which Dave Roberts said he will be part of the pitching plan tomorrow, you have to start him. You either have to start him or you have to end with him.
That would be my counter. I saw what he did in the WBC, man.
It's not. I think it's too risky, Jake. It's too risky. I think you go Shohei to Glasnow to Roki. Everybody else, get your pom-poms. Get a few gummy bears in the pocket and watch a ball game. Those are your 3 pitchers tomorrow. Blake Snell, break glass in case of emergency for that guy. But I think it's those 3 guys, Shohei, Glasnow, Roki. In that order.
Shohei, Glasnow, Roki. I think Snell's very in play. It's the last game of the season.
They don't really have a lefty lane, though. I guess it doesn't really matter. He's Blake Snell, but he hasn't looked great against this team either, Jake.
Yes, but if you're trying to piece together 27 outs any way you possibly can, I guess it's that tricky conversation of everyone's in play and everyone's not in play.
If you're a starter with the Dodgers, raise your hand. You go to the bullpen. If you're a bullpen guy, raise your hand. You sit in the dugout, except for Roki.
Yes.
You stay there because you're kind of a starter.
I mean, I don't want to get you too H'd up, but you know who's going to be in the Dodgers bullpen tomorrow?
Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, probably. That wasn't where I was going.
Yamamoto?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yes.
Heart.
He only threw 96 tonight, coach.
He feels great.
I'm in.
Like, what if that is like Dave Roberts not giving him another inning? I don't think it was.
No.
I don't think it was. Alejandro Kirk got X-rays because he got hit in the hand late in the game. Clear. He's going to be out there.
So, Max Scherzer, Savage is 100% in play.
Yes. Confirmed.
Sir Anthony, Varland, of course. Hoffman didn't pitch tonight.
Varland has to pitch. That's Manfred's orders.
Do they have another starter that I'm not thinking about that could pitch?
Bieber is cleats on.
So Blue Jays are like, you're all hands on deck. Bassett again.
Scherzer's whatever you can get. But again, like this is a game 7 that if he gets in trouble in the first, you start thinking about things. Hoffman can go multiple innings. He hasn't pitched in 3 days. Did I say that weird?
Yeah.
Is that Canadian? What was that?
You like Hawk-Tua'd that a little bit.
Hoffman. Don't say her name. that was my backup costume. Bassett's invincible. Like he's pitching.
Yeah.
Flew Hardy in the right lane is in. Everyone's in.
Everyone's in.
Everyone's in. Do you do anything lineup-wise? Like the Dodgers have shaken it up that, I mean, you have to start Miggy Rowe tomorrow, right?
Dodgers are running it back.
Right?
They only had, didn't they have 4 hits tonight?
4 hits. 3 hits.
They're running it back.
3 hits in that 1 inning, and then the Shohei bloop double off the wall. So
Dodgers are running. I think both these teams run it back, and that's it. Blue Jays had their best lineup in tonight. They get another righty tomorrow, no matter what. So they're running it back. Dodgers running this lineup back, and we just have 9 innings for the trophy. 9 freaking innings, possibly 8.5 if you're the Blue Jays.
I realize a lineup's a lineup, and I've had weird conversations with you and the people that listen to this show about different ways you could slice up a lineup. I feel like there should be a conversation between Barger and Varsho. I have very different feelings when those two are at the plate right now. But again, there's some value to in the second half of your lineup having Barger there. But I think I saw 2 rally innings end with Varsho today that his at-bats haven't felt like Barger's. Like, Barger comes up and I'm scared. Varsho, I feel like if you execute your pitches, you're going to get him.
So Barger 5 and just Varsho 7? Just kind of flip them?
That's what I would be debating. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, there's rhyme to your reason to your rhyme.
Nice.
It's late. I'm tired.
Sorry, guys. It's late. He's tired.
I'm not tired at all.
You're
not
not.
at all.
I
have like 50 people at my house.
I was gonna say, I heard a couple squawks. I didn't want you. I don't
even know who they are.
About it.
I don't even know who they are.
Any of them.
I mean, I know like some of them. Like there's a devil.
Give us the best costume you got at your house right now.
I told the people. I actually told Robbie earlier, and Zach was on screen, by the way. He came dressed as a guy with a huge wiener. I had Travis Barker at my house today, dressed as Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time
yeah.
out,
Just strolled into my house.
Your life is ridiculous.
Today was weird, Coach.
No, it's funny. Weird. I think you and me live the same lives, just yours is at a 10 and mine's at a 4. And I flaunt it more. I'm like, oh, dude, I saw Vinny Pasquantino at the bar. And you're like, okay. And Travis Barker came to my house. I don't know. We played music together. It was a decent day.
No, I don't think he was feeling like my vibe.
Ooh, Guy Fieri.
But I don't know. He's also dressed had makeup, right. The whole thing. Couldn't really get a good read on him.
Yeah, that's a tough. Maybe that's his win. Like people are.
I was also dressed like this.
Oh. Okay. Hey, I know we touched upon it a little bit, and you and me both kind of just got too excited about it. Dude, Scherzer tomorrow. Oldest pitcher to start in a Game 7. Historic Inner Circle.
Insane he's pitching Game 7.
Inner Circle Hall of Fame. When he signed with Toronto, we kind of raised an eyebrow. He wasn't great this year. Extra rest start.
Someone just said Yamamoto has a strained elbow. That's why he got taken out?
Hold. Dalt's going to search the internet. Is that chat or is that anything?
It's chat.
Okay.
This is from Red Sector 7.
Well, okay. So we know it's kind of legit. Like, they wouldn't just make their name that and send rumors.
I mean, it is interesting he came out. I didn't think he was going to come out, but
It was a struggle inning. If it was any other team, it would have been very normal that he came out. But with the current state of this team, it was surprising.
Yes.
Dalt gave a thumbs down to that early rumor from
Okay,
Red
please,
Sector,
I'm
but
happy.
Let's see. I don't want to fault them. Anything else, Coach, before we come back here for Game 7 tomorrow?
I got nothing.
Yeah. For everyone that's with us on the East Coast, gobble gobble, happy November 1st. For everyone else, happy Halloween. Thank you guys so much for letting us dress like GD fools and make weird jokes throughout and talk baseball with you guys. You're the absolute best. Subscribe and share.
Jake sucks. I still really regret what I said about Phillies
know.
Karen.
I know you do.
I was running hot.
That was Guy Fieri. That wasn't you.
I don't really ever talk like that either.
I know.
Yeah.
That wasn't Trevor Plouffe.
Who?
Who? Plouffe. There he goes.
I've been writing this rap that I might do for content during the off season.